And we welcome you inside of the Panther Den as we get set for varsity basketball tonight. It is the regular season finale. West Henderson Falcons and the Franklin Panthers up first. It is the girls varsity. We're going to have the starting lineup for the Panthers now introduced as we turn the lights off and head down to Becca Brooks, our public address announcer tonight.
All right, Panther fans, get on your feet and let's welcome your Lady Panthers. At guard in a junior wear number 1, Riley Green. At guard in a junior wear number 2, Layla Malloy. She's your point guard in a sophomore wear number 10, Bristol Brooks. At center in a sophomore wear number 24, Phillip. And she's at forward and our senior wear number 32, Mason.
It is senior night as well here at the Panther Pit, the Panther Den, and we'll turn the lights back on and we'll get this one underway. The senior night festivities will happen at the conclusion of the girls varsity game, the beginning of the boys varsity, so stick around for that. Only one senior, check that, 2 seniors in the Panther roster, Lady Panther roster, but they'll honor all the winter sports tonight. These two teams met back in January with West Henderson coming out with a 3-point victory, 70-67. The Panthers look for revenge in this one tonight. It is the opening tip that is controlled by the Panthers, and Bristol Brooks will swing it over. Now it's Riley Green that'll hold it. Green directing traffic. Got a feed, knocked away. Leah Mason going to pick it up. Find Green deep in the corner. She's going to feed, and it's too tough to handle. Bristol Brooks in that low block and then knocked away. It's a turnover for the Panthers. They'll get it. But Riley Green bringing it up court. Over to Layla Malloy. She'll kick it for a 3 by Bristol Brooks. She can't get it to go. Save, but it's going to head out of bounds as Malia Mason dove out of bounds, saved it, but nobody home to secure the save pass. Out of bounds for the West Henderson Falcons. They come in dressed in their blue tonight with red numerals. Panthers in their familiar white jerseys. Glad you're with us. Our 3rd consecutive ball game here on FPSN 3 to end the year at home for the Panthers. And it was a raucous atmosphere in here on Friday night. Up court it goes. Green, open jumper. She can't get it to go. Moffitt there for the rebound. She's going to kick it out. And the Panthers will reset. Moffitt underneath, powers up, counted and 1 for Moffitt. That'll be the first foul whistle on either team as Moffitt powers up, gets the bucket to go. 1 shot at the stripe, and it's up and good. 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Here comes West Henderson into the front court. They'll kick it over. It's a 3 off the mark for Scontras. Down court racing. Green loses control. It's going to be secured by West Henderson before it heads out of bounds. Here come the Falcons, and they'll lose it out of bounds. Sawyer Manuel could not secure that one. It was knocked away, and it went off of her. The Panthers will have it, up 3-0. West Henderson comes in at 11-12, and they're 11-2 in the conference. Had a tough non-conference slate. Jumper good. Finley Moffitt on that low block. But our second in the conference had pretty much locked up that number 2 seed in the conference tournament, which is going to begin on Thursday. Found out the complete schedule at the conclusion of Friday's game, thanks to Che Brooks. There was a lot of questions asked by yours truly early in the season. We're talking December into January, asking about the conference tournament. Knew it was going to be hosted at Smoky Mountain, but did not know the format, did not know how many rounds would be at Smoky, did not know how many rounds there would be, and finally able to get a grasp on the actual schedule as that one heads out of bounds. And if you follow our Instagram and Facebook pages, then you may have seen the projected bracket. We've got it here in our graphics package for the broadcast, and we'll throw it up as we go along here. As it's a turnover for the Panthers, and we got a carrying the basketball whistled on Manuel. Held it against her body, they'll say. But the conference tournament will begin on Thursday. 2 rounds, well, 2 games, or not 2 games, but 2 days of games, if I can speak English here tonight. That'll begin on Thursday. All varsity. The first round games, there'll be 4 boys, 4 girls, 8 total in the first round. It's a traveling violation on Bristol Brooks. Or on the rebound there. It wasn't Brooks, it was Moffitt that went to the floor. And that one is knocked out of bounds. And it goes up high. Tiptoeing, nice move for Scontras. She'll get the bucket and the foul. A hoop and a harm for Scontras. She'll be at the line. That's a nice step around Malia Mason to get that one to go. June Scontras for 1. They'll check the floor here for some perspiration. I didn't see him doing that on Friday night when Smoky Mountain was slipping on this end of the floor. Scontras, 1 shot. Can't get it. Moffitt there for the rebound. Bristol Brooks with it. Feeds it into the front court with Riley Green. Green over left side now. We've got a whistle as Layla Malloy was fouled. Poked away by Scontras. That'll be her first, and it's the team's second. So no shots here. High pass into Moffitt. Over to Bristol Brooks. Tiptoeing that baseline. Got to find Layla Malloy, and she gets fouled. Going to the hole. So Scontras is going to pick up a quick 2 here. That's her second. Third on West Henderson. Layla Malloy will be at the line for a couple of shots. 4:12 left. Almost halfway through this first quarter. Glad you're with us as we approach 7 o'clock. Final regular season night of basketball in the Mountain 8 Conference. A lot of final nights across North Carolina as the playoffs begin 2 weeks from tonight. The state playoffs begin 2 weeks from tonight. That'll be your first round games. Second shot by Layla Malloy is up and good. Panthers pick up in the backcourt. West going to break it. A 3. Right side, off the mark by Reagan Simmons. And it's Simons. And on the rebound, we've got a foul going against the Panthers and a few shots upcoming for Ella Collier. Now whistled on Malloy. That'll be her second. It's the second on the Panthers. And Ella Collier makes the first. The junior will get 1 more. Anna, check that. Aubrey Newsom has checked in for Coach Justin Moffitt and the Panthers. 1 more shot at the stripe for Collier. She got it to go. Very close affair in Mills River, as that one is eventually going to come out to Riley Green. 70-67 the final in that ball game over in Mills River. That's going to hit some of the scaffolding above the rim, and it'll be out of bounds back over to the West Henderson Falcons. Exactly one half of the quarter has been played. 4 minutes left as the Panthers pick up in the backcourt and cause a turnover. Riley Green going to feed, and it's knocked away as Bristol Brooks went up. That one swatted away. I believe that was Manuel that swatted that one. I saw your Manuel. Brooks to trigger. Gets it into Moffitt. Low block out to Newsom. Newsom going to find Green. She's going to drive. Green picks up her dribble, finds Moffitt outside. Feeding it in underneath. Now it's Mason that's going to travel with it. Yeah. Falcons break the press. Hearns with the bucket. It's a picture-perfect way to break the press. That's what the coaches harp on all the time. How to break the press, and the Panthers are going to turn it over. They're a victim of the press at the backcourt. First shot wouldn't go. Collier grabbed the rebound. She can't get it to go. Here come the Panthers. They'll push. It's Bristol Brooks. Brooks, high pass over to Mason. Now into the corner it goes. Green gives it up. Mason. Now she's going to feed into Bristol. Bristol is open off of a ball screen. A three wouldn't go. Newsom there to grab the rebound. Into Moffitt. Moffitt can't get the roll, but she was fouled. That'll send Finley Moffitt to the line for a couple of shots. That'll be the fourth whistled on West Henderson. First one up and good. They're going to whistle Avery Hearns with her second foul for the Falcons with 2:47 left here in the first. One more at the charity stripe. For Finley Moffitt, she can't get the back end to go. Here come the Falcons. Manuel, shot blocked. Got her own block shot back. That one's knocked away. It'll say last touched by Bristol Brooks. Manuel on the dribble. Like it goes to Manuel. Feed over to Collier. Now right wing three. Up and good. First three for either team. Myrna Amin hits that one from the corner. Panthers going to feed into Moffitt. And they're going to whistle an offensive foul on Finley Moffitt. We're heading the other way as West Henderson, after that three, has taken a 9-8 lead. So we approach 2 minutes left in the first. Again, it's senior night. They'll honor the seniors for the winter sports teams, including the cheerleaders, at the conclusion of this one before the boys' game. Revis looks to dish, kicks it out. It's Manuel. Now back underneath it goes to Lexi Revis. Her pass is knocked away and stolen. Out to Newsom. Can she secure it? No, she can't. Yeah, it'll head out of bounds. Another turnover for the Panthers. A high pass, and Newsom just could not get a handle. Amin gonna feed into the corner back up top. Manuel now. Collier gonna feed into the paint. Revis banks it home. Revis definitely has the size advantage. I don't have heights on my roster here. Back to live action. Just inside the arc. Riley Green gets the bucket. That's that West Henderson Falcon lead to just one at 11-10. Trying to feed underneath, going to be knocked away, but could not be secured by Bailey Bryant. It was checked in for Coach Justin Moffitt. She had knocked it away from Revis. She's got a tough task guarding Revis underneath. West will reset, 36 seconds left. And it goes to Ella Collier. Over to Min. Collier had it briefly to Manuel. Manuel, tough shot. I think it was partially blocked. Revis able to grab the block shot and get a bucket somehow in the trees. Bristol Brooks feeds, knocked away. They're going to whistle a foul on West. So fifth on West, so some shots here. Manuel picks up her first. Moffitt hits the first at the stripe, one more. Cut it just a 1 point edge for West. She can hit this one. Franklin comes in after a big win on Friday night against Smoky Mountain. And she can't hit the second. 10 seconds left. Manuel into the front court. High pass. Newsom comes out with it. Can she get it off before the buzzer? Yes. Newsom will tie it at 13 after one quarter here at the Panther Den. We'll take a break. Stay with us.
Need underbrush cleared? Have a stump that needs grinding? A tree that's become a hazard on your property? Call Carson Tree Service for a free estimate today. Whether it's landscaping or view cuts, he can help. Fully licensed and insured. Call Cheyenne Carson at 828-526-6213.
When your land demands the best, you need equipment you can count on. At Kubota Tractors of Franklin, you'll find that quality equipment and the best selection anywhere. Everything from the new Kubota subcompact tractors and the zero-turn mowers, all the way up to heavy construction equipment. Plus, right now, we're offering super low price options and incredible long-term financing on practically all Kubota products in stock. Come see us today at North Carolina's family tractor dealer, Kubota Tractors of Franklin.
Second quarter about to begin. We are tied at 13. Glad that you're with us on YouTube and Facebook of the Franklin Panthers Sports Network. Final regular season night of basketball. Conference tournament begins on Thursday. Lasts till next Thursday. I think we got a brief moment here. We're talking about this. Here's the projected bracket. Now we're getting back to live action as I say that. We'll come back to that here. All begins Thursday at Smoky. West has it. Manuel feeds. Revis working on Moffitt. Goes up, can't get it to go. Got her own rebound, and she's going to be fouled on the second shot. That'll send Lexi Revis to the line for two. First on the Panthers. They give it to Newsom? Yeah, they do. No, it's going to be a Moffitt. They put it up there finally. 24. Moffitt picks up her second. First shot by Revis up and good. And the second one rings true for Revis. West up two at 15-13. Again, it's some pressure we've seen all night by Coach Casey Byer. Brooks finds Green, tries to bank one home. Revis underneath grabs the rebound. And we've got a foul. That'll send Sawyer Manuel to the line. Two shots. Quick two fouls on Franklin. Not even a minute into this second quarter. Two shots for Sawyer Manuel, the junior. And the first one off the mark. Nice crowd gathering. Not near as many folks as we had Friday night. That was a record crowd for this season. It was the only Friday night game all season long at home for the Panthers. It was Hall of Fame night, but there were a lot of folks in here. High off the glass, it's Bristol Brooks. That gets the bucket to go. It's a tough shot for Bristol here. She was able to get it up and true off the backboard. Revis underneath there. The tallest girls on the floor. Manuel is with some issues, going to back it out. The side that we're on is pretty much all full, as that was a nice block shot by Finley Moffitt. Revis wanted the foul, didn't get it because she hit the deck. Open three off the mark for Bristol Brooks, or check that, Riley Green, and underneath on the rebound we've got jump ball. Possessionero is going to stay with the Panthers. .636 to go, second quarter. And it goes to Moffitt. Moffitt to the hole. She hits the deck, gets fouled. And they whistle a foul, I believe, on Ella Collier. That's going to go against Collier, her first, team's first here in the second quarter. 6:33 left, and the Panthers will be at the line, and it'll be Finley Moffitt. First one up and good. One more at the stripe. And she gets both. Manuel feeds Revis. She's going to attempt. Can't hit, fight for it. Coming out with it. Manuel going to swing it back out beyond the arc. A three, banks at home. Does Ella Collier. We've seen two banks. It's open late tonight for the Falcons. Moffitt, as we see the replay, Moffitt gets the bucket to go for the Panthers. Back and forth these two go. Tied at 19. This one went down to the wire in Mills River back in January. High pass goes to Revis. He's going to turn and shoot, can't get it. Bristol Brooks with the rebound. Bristol feeds Green, going to attempt. Partially blocked. Revis with the rebound. Manuel feeds up court into the hands of Collier. She stops. Going to feed underneath, knocked away. Riley Green can't get it to go. Here comes Manuel and company and the West Henderson Falcons. We approach 5 minutes left. Collier feeds Revis. Revis finds a cutting Curran off the glass. Taylor Curran, first points for her. We've got a whistle at midcourt as we come back to live action. And a foul going against West Henderson. It's Taylor Curran that'll pick up the foul. Both teams with two fouls. Tiptoeing that baseline, and a running shot for Layla Malloy wouldn't go. But she was fouled, and she'll be at the stripe. Third on West. Whistle the second on Taylor Curran. First one short. June Scotchers comes off the bench. Checks in for Casey Byer and the West Henderson Falcons. One more at the free throw line, and it's good for Layla Malloy. Under 5 minutes left, 4:15. Clock is a ticking in the second. Manuel directing traffic. That one wouldn't go deep. Manuel able to secure it. She's going to go up. She can't get it to go, and the rebound picked up by Finley Moffitt. Tips it to her teammate off to Newsom. Newsom gets clogged up. Now we've got bodies hitting the deck. Jump ball, possession arrow, West Henderson. Bailey Wooten going to check in for the Panthers. It's like Moffitt going to take a seat. Also, Alyssa Autry is checked in for Coach Justin Moffitt in the Panthers. Amen with it. June Scottras comes off the bench and hits the three. Bristol Brooks into the front court. Gives it up. Back to Brooks. Three. Got it. Bristol Brooks answers. Pretty shot. And we've got a whistle and a timeout on the floor. Looks like Coach Justin Moffitt wants a full timeout. We're going to keep it here because it gives me an opportunity to talk about the conference standings. Here are the standings. So you can see Pisgah wrapped up the number 1 seed, West Henderson there in the 2 slot. Doesn't matter what happens tonight. They are in the 2 range, number 2 seed in the conference tournament. Franklin at the number 3 seed. It doesn't really matter what happens tonight. You see Smoky East and Tuscola North and Brevard. Now here is the conference projected bracket. The girls' side is on the left side of your screen. And pretty much all the seeds have been decided except for East and Tuscola. And they may have already been decided. That 5 and 6 line is still, there are some questions about that. I don't know all the tiebreakers. I really don't want to know all the tiebreakers because they probably make my head spin. And I've got too much in my head already. Coach Doug Clemens was talking to me about the boys' side and how they break the tie. And Franklin and East have the same record on the boys' side. But there's some tiebreaker that if Franklin wins tonight and finishes with a 12-2 record in conference, then they would have the number 1 seed out. Something about conference opponents and the next opponent down, and my head was spinning when he was talking about some of these tiebreakers. But that conference tournament will begin on Thursday, and all at Smoky Mountain. No first-round byes like we have seen in the past where you had the higher seeds that didn't get first-round byes hosting first-round tournament games, but all of them are going to be at Smoky. Blocked underneath. It's going to stay with the Panthers. A nice pass. Manuel blocked it, and it goes. Wooten gets position. Got the roll. Bailey Wooten gives the Panthers a 25-24 lead, their first lead since back in the first quarter. To the hole. Nice move for Reagan Simons. And a turnover. Erna Amen gets the bucket to lift West Henderson up by 3, 28-25. Newsom dishes. Brooks. Left to the elbow. Gets it to go. Pass into Simon. She's going to attack. Can't get it to go. Newsom there for the rebound. Here comes Aubrey. Finds Layla Malloy. She's going to feed underneath. Knocked away. Picked up. Bristol Brooks. Fade away. Got it. Just inside the arc. Bristol Brooks with the J to give the Panthers a lead once again. 29-28. Approaching 2 minutes left. Scontras falls down. Got fouled. June Scontras will be at the line. Yeah, she got bumped definitely by Wooten. And Bailey will pick up her first, third on Franklin. 2 ticks under 2 minutes left. Scontras, first one, back of the iron. Kylan Hervey's going to check in for Coach Justin Moffitt and the Lady Panthers. And Taylor Curran going to check in for Casey Byer and the West Henderson Falcons. One more at the charity stripe for June Scontras. The sophomore got it to go. Brooks feeds. Back it goes to Bristol. She is open. 3 off the mark. Panthers secure the rebound. Hervey to Brooks. Approaching 90 seconds left now. It's Autry. Got fouled as she attempted. Melissa Autry will be at the line at a tie game. Scontras going to pick up her 3rd foul. That's a big one. June Scontras not played a lot of minutes, but she's picked up 3 fouls, but they've been meaningful minutes offensively. And the first one up and good for Autry. Into the game, it's Revis again. And Scontras takes a seat. Second shot wouldn't go. Issues in the backcourt. Looks like West will get it up now. And was that a pass or was that a watch this? Looked like about halfway through she decided it was going to be a shot. Initially, I think she wanted to pass. Autry feeds. Wooten going to tiptoe that baseline. Give it up, Bristol Brooks. In the paint, Bristol Brooks with the move off the glass. As we get back to live action, Amin just inside the arc. Mirna Amin gets the bucket to go to cut it to a 1-point edge for the Panthers. And almost a turnover into the front court. Underneath it goes. Wooten off the glass. Bailey Wooten. Both teams warming up now. Back and forth they go. High pass. Revis going to get knocked to the floor. At a foul whistle. Is it going against Wooten? Yeah, it's going to go against Bailey Wooten. Her 2nd, 4th on Franklin. Both teams have 1 to give. Final 41 seconds. She was not in the act of shooting, they'll say. Pass up high. Oh, we're going to have a foul away from the ball. Didn't see exactly what happened, but it's going against the Falcons, and Revis will pick it up. Lexi Revis picks up her 1st. It's a player control foul, offensive foul, so no shots. 5th on West Henderson. A 3 off the mark for Hervey. Underneath the traveling violation, they're going to whistle on Malia Mason. 29 seconds left. Panthers by 3. Here comes Sawyer Manuel. Manuel. There's a high one into the corner. Now that one is knocked around. Going to be picked up by Hervey. 13 seconds. Hervey gives it up. Riley Green with the bucket. 6 seconds left. We'll see what the West Henderson Falcons can do. This is going to be knocked away. Was it out of bounds? Yes, it was. And the buzzer sounds. Hold on here. Do we have a foul? It is halftime. Okay. A lot of whistling going on. Going to wave everything off. So it is halftime here at the Panther Den. A quick burst at the end of the quarter, and the Panthers find themselves up 36-31, a 5-point lead at the break as the Panther cheerleaders come onto the floor. They will entertain us here between the 2nd and 3rd quarters. We're going to head on, and we'll get you set for the beginning of the 3rd quarter in just a few moments. Stay with us.
Need underbrush cleared? Have a stump that needs grinding? A tree that's become a hazard on your property? Call Carson Tree Service for a free estimate today. Whether it's landscaping or view cuts, he can help. Fully licensed and insured. Call Cheyenne Carson at 828-526-6213. And now let's take a look at the highlights from the first half of action. And that's been a look at highlights from the first half. Third quarter action coming up right after this. For 75 years, the Panther Pit has stood as an enduring symbol of our community. More than just a football stadium, it has witnessed graduations, folk festivals, senior class days, track meets, youth sports, band performances, and the crowning of many homecoming queens. As for football, it's a place where countless young men forged their character, where small-town rivalries were ignited, where hometown heroes were discovered, at a place where generations of fans found a place to belong on Friday nights. Whether you were on the field, in the band, or watching in the stands, the Pit brings up nostalgic memories for all of us. From its humble beginnings to its present status, the Panther Pit has become an integral part of our community. Its transformation over the last 75 years is rooted in the generosity this community is known for. There are tons of stories to tell, and surely we won't be able to share all of them in our video. But this tribute is meant to capture the Pit's history and stroke great memories for those who have been a part of it. We hope this video will spark conversations about what made the Panther Pit so special, both within our community and beyond. We will explore the history of this beloved venue and document its biggest changes throughout 75 years. Along the way, we hope to highlight the people and selfless dedication that made it a legendary part of our community. This documentary has involved many hours of research. We have scoured the local press archives and conducted numerous interviews with folks that have a first-hand account of the last 75 years. And we found two things that are certain. The Pit has received a ton of work over the last 75 years in terms of the field and playing surface, amenities for fans, and facilities for the players. These changes have been driven by the generosity of our local people. Civic groups and individual fans have given resources, time, and money to change it for the better. There is a ton of excitement about the future Franklin High School campus and the new Panther Pit. But let us first pause and say a proper goodbye to this one. The Final Whistle, celebrating 75 years of history at the Panther Pit. Now streaming on demand on the Franklin Panther Sports Network's YouTube and Facebook pages. Need underbrush cleared? Have a stump that needs grinding? A tree that's become a hazard on your property? Call Carson Tree Service for a free estimate today. Whether it's landscaping or view cuts, he can help. Fully licensed and insured. Call Cheyenne Carson at 828-526-6213.
When your land demands the best, you need equipment you can count on. At Kubota Tractors of Franklin, you'll find that quality equipment and the best selection anywhere. Everything from the new Kubota subcompact tractors and the zero-turn mowers, all the way up to heavy construction equipment. Plus, right now, we're offering super low price options and incredible long-term financing on practically all Kubota products in stock. Come see us today at North Carolina's family tractor dealer, Kubota Tractors of Franklin.
Join FPSN each month during the school year as we spotlight outstanding performances from student athletes with the First Citizens Bank and Corbin Dental Athlete of the Month video feature. It's presented by Corbin Dental, a locally owned dental practice providing comprehensive and advanced dental care in Franklin. With deep local roots and a passion for service, Corbin Dental takes pride in providing world-class care right here at home. And by First Citizens Bank, helping families and businesses make more of their finances for over 125 years. First Citizens Bank, forever first. Member FDIC.
We welcome you back inside of the Panther Den. At the break, girls varsity, Franklin holds a 36-31 advantage over the West Henderson Falcons. Both teams are back out of the locker room. We'll get this one underway very very shortly. Mentioned this is the final regular season night of basketball. The tournament's coming up. Projected bracket. This is not official. You see the giant warning there in the middle. This is our best guess. I do have a couple of additions and subtractions. I did find out some of the tiebreaker stuff, and we'll talk about that on the boys' side. The girls' bracket's pretty much set. Doesn't matter what happens tonight or in any of the rest of the games. Those seeds are pretty much going to hold Franklin at a number 3 seed in the tournament. They'll play Friday at 4 o'clock against either East or Tuscola. And West Henderson is locked into the number 2 seed. They'll play North Thursday at all these games are at Smoky Mountain. They'll play North on Thursday, 7 o'clock. All right, both teams are ready to go. We're about to get this third quarter underway. 8 minutes up on the scoreboard. We're glad that you are with us. I'm George Young, along with our terrific FPSN crew, including Phillip Angel, our executive producer, Joshua Chastian, and Phillip, along with Spencer, our crew tonight. Malloy underneath, off the mark, secured by Bristol Brooks. She's able to get the bucket to go. But Bristol Brooks extends that Panther lead to 7 with that jumper in the paint. As we get back to live action, it's the West Henderson Falcons and the men up top. Finds Manuel. Sawyer going to feed. Somehow able to secure it and back out to Manuel. Bullet pass, too tough to handle. Oh, wow, they're going to say off of a Lady Panther. They'll stay with West. And Curran will get it inbounds. Hearns had it briefly. They'll swing it around the horn. And it's Curran driving, kicking a Min. Min feeds over to Hearns. Hearns back out. It's a Min again. And we'll give it up to Sawyer Manuel, kind of slow things down a bit as she has run the point for the most part for Coach Casey Byer tonight. High pass knocked away, and it's going to be stolen. Layla Malloy gives it up to Bristol Brooks. Off to Newsom, driving. Newsom running shot, can't get the roll. Rebound Moffitt. She goes up, gets fouled, and that'll send Finley Moffitt to the line for a couple of shots. It'll be Finley Moffitt at the line. Who are they going to get the foul to? Is it Hearns? Her third, yeah. Avery Hearns picks up her third foul. It gets quiet in here. First swat up and good. One more at the stripe for Moffitt. And Hearns going to take a seat after picking up her third. And coming back in, it's Lexi Rivas. One more. And Moffitt gets the roll. Panthers with their biggest lead of the night at 40-31. If you just joined us, West Henderson led for a good portion of that first quarter into the second quarter. Franklin on a fury to end the second quarter and built a halftime lead. Built on it here in the beginning part of the third quarter. Just about 2 minutes in. A three off the mark. Moffitt gets tied up, and the possession arrows to West Henderson. The bracket that we posted yesterday on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, it had all the information up there. It was a little confusing. It was confusing to me. I'm a sports guy, should know all this stuff as a turnover. Clean it up a little bit. I still have to look at the bracket as we'll see some free throw shots for Bristol Brooks. Still look at the bracket, and I have to kind of follow and connect the dots because it is a lot. The tournament this year has a lot of days. 5 days, actually, of basketball at Smoky Mountain. 4 games each day. You got the JV tournament mixed in there. The Panthers boys team will have a number 1 seed. They've only lost once. I'm not exactly sure about the JV girls. It's hard to get some of the information, especially the overall records for the entire conference. I know Franklin's had a good year, but I don't know where they stand with the rest of the conference when it comes to the JV tournament. But Revis will be at the line after getting fouled. by Moffitt. But I know the question has already been asked and will continue to be asked on our social media channels and to me in person. Well, will we be doing the tournament? You know, it became kind of a tradition for the Franklin Panther Sports Network, really dating back to COVID, for us to produce the tournament. We did it at Pisgah, did it at Tuscola. Even before COVID, we went to East Henderson. That was in a different format of the tournament that they have now. And with so many nights, Franklin will be there both nights, different teams. You'll have the boys team on Thursday and the girls team Friday. And then if they win, then you're looking at a lot of man hours, a lot of basketball. So we will not be live streaming the first 2 days. We will try to keep you up to date with what is transpiring. We'll keep you up to date with some scores, but it's just a lot of basketball and very taxing on our staff. Bristol Brooks will be at the line for the and one. She got her defender in the air. That's what they teach you. Third foul whistled on West Henderson. It'll be the second on Manuel. One shot for Bristol. Panthers up 11 all of a sudden. Now 12. So Scontra's going to check in for Coach Casey Byer. They're going to meet tomorrow and determine the seeding. Conference ADs will. We've got a whistle away for the basketball. It's a foul on Franklin. The official bracket for the tournament will come out tomorrow, probably in the afternoon. We'll try to get it up on our social media channels as quickly as we are given that information. But if the Panthers are able to advance to next week, the semifinals, which will be Monday, we'll attempt to have some coverage. I don't exactly know what that may be. Revis, the second shot, up and good. Grabbed the rebound from Layla Malloy. Got the second shot to go. Bailey Wooten lifts the pass. It looked like it hit a foot. They didn't blow it dead. Newsom driving, kicking. Bristol Brooks high off the glass, wouldn't go. Fight for the board. Revis comes out with it. Going to feed up court. Manuel. Counted in one for Sawyer Manuel. Third on the Panthers. First going against Riley Green. Make that the third on Riley Green. Wow. And the old-fashioned three-point play for Sawyer Manuel. The other thing that's changed this year with the conference tournament is there are no Cinderella runs and automatic tickets to the playoffs with the conference tournament. There really is no reason to play the conference tournament now except get the conference standings, jump ball a quick one, and the possession arrow is going to stay with the Panthers. In years past, like a few years ago, East Henderson made a run. They were sub 500 and made a run, won the tournament, and got an automatic bid to the playoffs. But those are gone. And you have a split 4A, 5A conference now. So they don't even really look at the conference standings to see for the playoffs. The bucket is up and good by Ella Collier. So they're playing the tournament to hoist a trophy, entertain the fans, and make a little money for the conference. That's why all the games are at Smoky Mountain. JV tournaments on Tuesday, the semifinals. Just the top four teams, the seeds, make the JV tournament. Semifinals on Thursday, and then the finals will be right before the varsity finals next Thursday. Jump ball, possession arrow going to be with the West Henderson Falcons. They are calling some quick jump balls. 45-40. West will have possession, looking to cut into the Panther lead. Curran looks to get it in, counted in one. Revis will be at the line. And Revis will get the shot to go. And all of a sudden, it's just a 2-point lead for the Panthers. Had a double-digit lead at one point in this quarter. Autry pulls up, can't get it to go. Here come the Falcons. Outlet to Manuel. She spins. Got her own missed shot. Jump ball. Possession arrow to the Panthers. Autry gets her pass knocked away, and then the Panthers get it back. Riley Green feeds through the legs of Bristol Brooks. Manuel, 50 behind the back dribble. Harassed by Bristol Brooks. She pokes it away. It's out of bounds, and it'll stay with West. It's senior night here, so stick around. We'll have the winter senior night festivities before the boys' game. Manuel with it. Kicks it over, spinning. They're going to whistle a bump and send Scottress to the line. Wooten going to pick up a foul, her third. It'll be the fifth on the Panthers. So the rest of the way, minute 55, we'll have shots for West Henderson. Franklin commits a foul. First one up and good. And June Scottress will have one more at the stripe. Hervey going to check in. Kylan Hervey in for Aubrey Newsom. She takes a seat. Second opportunity is good. Scottress hits both. And we are tied at 45. Riley Green, open three. Wouldn't go. Rebound, Sawyer Manuel. Somehow keeps her balance, keeps her dribble. Comes down court and fires one into the corner. And back it'll go. Over to Manuel. Manuel gives it up. Scottress. Whistle a blocking foul in the paint on Bristol Brooks. Will be her second. And the first opportunity is up and good. Scottress will have one more at the stripe. Kern's going to check in for Casey Byer and the West Henderson Falcons. And Scottress back at the line. Got it to go. Green feeds Hervey. Now Wooten, low block. And that's an errant pass. Here comes West Henderson. Up two, looking to extend that lead. And it's a turnover. Simons couldn't keep that pass in her grasp. 66 seconds left. Tell you what, this game has been a wild swing here. Both teams going on runs. That'll be a turnover. Manuel will touch it, and they'll whistle it dead. Panthers will have it in the front court. 43 seconds left before the third quarter will come to an end. Brooks feeds Autry. She's open. That's going to be another errant pass, intercepted, and we were heading the other way after Simons was fouled from behind. And they're going to whistle. Yeah, that's going to be the fifth foul, so it was not a player control foul, so some shots. Reagan Simmons. Two shots. And the first one up and good. West up now 3 at 48-45. Here comes one more. And she got it. Hervey finds Green into the corner. It goes Autry back to Green. She's going to attempt and hit. Riley Green for 3. 1 point lead for West Henderson. We get back to live action. In the corner, who was saved by Green, and she just had to try to save it herself into the hands of a Lady Falcon. And we've got a foul coming up on the Panthers. And Manuel will be at the line for 2 shots. Is that one on Hervey? Yeah. Kylan Hervey picks up her first. And it's Manuel at the stripe. Back of the iron. One more. Newsom checks in for Coach Justin Moffitt in the Panthers with a final 6.3 left here, third quarter. One more for Manuel at the free throw line. And she got it to go, 2-point edge. Curran going to check in. Taylor Curran for Casey Byer and West Henderson for the final 6.3. See if the Panthers can get a shot off. It'll be Bristol Brooks. That'll grab it. Feeds into the corner. Now underneath, Wooten back out at the buzzer, in and out for Bristol Brooks. 3 quarters in the books. 2-point lead now for the West Henderson Lady Falcons. Back right after this.
Need underbrush cleared? Have a stump that needs grinding? A tree that's become a hazard on your property? Call Carson Tree Service for a free estimate today. Whether it's landscaping or view cuts, he can help. Fully licensed and insured. Call Cheyenne Carson at 828-526-6213.
When your land demands the best, you need equipment you can count on. At Kubota Tractors of Franklin, you'll find that quality equipment and the best selection anywhere. Everything from the new Kubota subcompact tractors and the zero-turn mowers, all the way up to heavy construction equipment. Plus, right now, we're offering super low price options and incredible long-term financing on practically all Kubota products in stock. Come see us today at North Carolina's family tractor dealer, Kubota Tractors of Franklin.
Welcome you back in. Fourth quarter about to begin. 2-point lead for West Henderson. Franklin held the lead at the break and had a double-digit lead at one point there in that third quarter, and then the Falcons made a furious comeback, took the lead, and it's going to be a barn burner, it looks like, as we head into the fourth quarter. Two teams battling Mills River back in January, with West Henderson coming out victorious 70-67. Franklin hasn't scored 67 points in a bunch of games this year. They scored 67 and lost to West. It was a high-scoring game over at Mills River, and we've got a 3-second violation going against the Lady Falcons. It looks like we're heading towards the same verdict here. Both teams right at the 50-point mark. And 7 minutes, 40 seconds left. It's a turnover. Manuel didn't get the bucket, but she'll be at the line for a couple of shots. Foul whistled on Aubrey Newsom, her first, team's first this quarter. Junior Manuel hits the first. I'm George Young, along with our terrific FPSN crew, including Phillip Angel, Joshua Chastian, Spencer Lee, our men behind the pictures, making it look smooth and easy. Autry gets triple team, kicks it over Newsom. Newsom going to feed wide open. Layla Malloy. Malloy cuts into that West Henderson lead. It's back to 2. As we get back to live action, we had a drive and a foul going against Franks Newsom, her second. Curring with it, going to kick it into the quarter. It's a 3. Off the mark for Scontras. West going to reset with the offensive rebound. Scontras has it. Feeds into the paint, knocked away briefly. Back out, Scontras. Student section right below us, chanting defense. High pass into the paint. Revis high off the glass, wouldn't go. There to follow. Up and good, Taylor Kernan. Curran makes it a 54-50 West advantage. 6:33 left, Panthers. And Autry with it, finds Newsom. Cross-court pass, Malloy over to Bristol Brooks. Brooks is open, can't hit. Rebound, Moffitt. And Finley able to get the bucket. 2-point lead now, West Henderson. Game very similar what we saw back in January. Revis, low block. He'll kick it back out. Manuel, top of the key. 3. Got the roll. Wow. Sawyer Manuel hit the back, went straight up, and went home. And as we come back, Aubrey Newsom hits a 3. We'll see it here. Newsom hits a 3. We got a timeout on the floor. 5:42 left. Just a 2-point lead for West Henderson. And it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a quick one as well. Stay with us.
Need underbrush cleared? Have a stump that needs grinding? A tree that's become a hazard on your property? Call Carson Tree Service for a free estimate today. Whether it's landscaping or view cuts, he can help. Fully licensed and insured. Call Cheyenne Carson at 828-526-6213.
When your land demands the best, you need equipment you can count on. At Kubota Tractors of Franklin, you'll find that quality equipment and the best selection anywhere. Everything from the new Kubota subcompact tractors and the zero-turn mowers, all the way up to heavy construction equipment. Plus, right now, we're offering super low price options and incredible long-term financing on practically all Kubota products in stock. Come see us today at North Carolina's family tractor dealer, Kubota Tractors of Franklin.
Welcome back. West has possession out of the timeout. Sawyer Manuel's run the point throughout the night for Casey Byers. She has it, kicks. Student section now. The defense chant right below us. Even got the big D in the fence. Layla Malloy ties it at 57. And then quickly, Scontras comes down coast to coast and gets the bucket high off the glass. Don't have time to blink in this game. Moffitt couldn't get it to go. Manuel to the hole. Sawyer Manuel with the bucket in a timeout, 32nd timeout going to be called by Casey Byer and the West Henderson Falcons. 4:49 left in the fourth. And you look up at West Henderson. Up now 61-57 after the Panthers had tied it at 57. Timeout on the floor. These two teams, final regular season night for both. Conference tournament will begin on Thursday. Here are the records coming into tonight. You know, West has a losing record. They're 11-12, but they're 11-2. Only 2 losses in conference to Pisgah. They are 13-0. And it doesn't matter what happens in this game tonight. The seeds are locked in, but obviously both teams want this game bad. And it's a turnover for the Panthers. Comes Collier into the front court. Now Sawyer Manuel, 4.5 left. It's a high pass, Collier now into the paint. It goes Scontris. And we're heading the other way. Foul on West Henderson. Offensive foul on Scontris, her 4th. Panthers catch a break. Got to get going offensively and keep up with West Henderson. Able to score at will points in this game. Moffitt hits the bottom of the backboard. Here comes Manuel. West Henderson going to feed. Somehow secured. Don't know how she was able to keep that one from heading out of bounds. And then a foul on Franklin to bail out West Henderson. No, it's going against West Henderson on the rebound. Ella Collier picks up the foul. It'll be the 2nd on the Falcons. Panthers still trail 61-57. Bristol Brooks, a 3. Wouldn't go. Outlet. Here comes Manuel. And she'll be at the line. Who's that one on? Newsom, yeah. 3rd foul on Newsom. 2 shots. One has already hit the bottom of the net. For Manuel, she'll get 1 more. Second opportunity, off the mark. Here comes Riley Green. Feeding it in the corner, Bristol Brooks. Brooks, high pass, and it's knocked away. And a foul. Bristol will pick it up. That'll be the 4th on Franklin. 1 more to give. 3rd on Bristol Brooks. 3:32 left in the 4th. 62-57. As we approach 8 o'clock, if you're tuning in for the boys' action, it's going to be a while. We've got the senior night festivities after this one concludes. Hearns, low block. We've got another whistle and a timeout called by West Henderson. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout for Coach Casey Byer and the Falcons. So we'll take one as well with 3:21 left. Stay with us. We're back as West Henderson will have it out of the timeout. Collier looks to get it out. She does. Manuel on the dribble as we approach 3 minutes left. Manuel draining some clock now as we tick under 3 minutes. Franklin has 1 foul to give. Don't have to worry about that. Play some tough defense. Scontris wouldn't go. Here comes Autry. Into the front court, knocked away. Manuel sticks her big hand in front, knocks it out of bounds. Active defensively are the Falcons. Just like the Panthers, almost mirror images of each other, these two teams. Feed over to Autry, knocked away by Scontris. Two minutes, 31 seconds to go in the 4th. Franklin had a double-digit lead back in the third quarter. Saw it evaporate. Now 5-point edge for West. Autry, baseline jumper wouldn't go. Moffitt grabs the board, gets fouled. She'll be at the line. Crucial free throws. 2:23 left. Foul going against Collier. And the first up and good for Finley Moffitt. See if she can cut it to just a 3-point lead for West. And she can't. It rims out. Here come the Falcons. It's June Scontras. Scontras driving. She travels with it as the referees of the stands made sure that they got the call right. You can hear walk, walk. Corner three, Newsom. Can't get it to go. Tapped out to Manuel. She's going to feed up court. Curran going to secure it in the corner. Almost lost by Simons. Over to Scontras. Scontras backing it up, giving it up to Manuel. Manuel being harassed by Riley Green. Down to 1:45 to go here in this ball game. More clock being drained by Manuel. Coach Casey Byer is pleased to just drain as much clock as she can. That's what Manuel is doing, the best ball handler. Curran has it deep in the corner. Dangerous pass. Manuel still dribbling around. Autry almost causes a turnover. High pass, Collier. Again, more clock being drained. We're down to 1:16, and now a whistle and a timeout call by Coach Casey Byer and West Henderson. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Again, the conference tournament will begin Thursday of this week. West Henderson on the left side of the screen. You have the girls bracket. The West Henderson Lady Falcons play 7 o'clock against North. Franklin will play locked in here, third seed, either East or Tuscola. That may have already been decided. I don't know all the tiebreakers, but looking at the Max Preps rankings to put this together. 4 o'clock Friday is when Franklin will be playing. The boys are on the left side or the right side of your screen. The girls on the left side. We'll talk more about the boys when they're on the floor after the senior night festivities. Before it was inbounded, we've got a foul going against Green. Riley Green picks up her 4th. That'll be the 5th on the Panthers. So Panthers over the limit. That means the rest of the way, West will be shooting. They've got 2 more fouls to give. Scontras at the line. She gets the first to go. And 1 more now at the stripe for June Scontras. Got them both. Clutch free throws for Scontras. Timeout now again. This one's going to be whistled by the Panthers, it appears. Coach Justin Moffitt wants to talk it over. This one appears to be a full timeout, so we'll take a quick break ourselves. Stay with us.
When your land demands the best, you need equipment you can count on. At Kubota Tractors of Franklin, you'll find that quality equipment and the best selection anywhere. Everything from the new Kubota subcompact tractors and the zero-turn mowers, all the way up to heavy construction equipment. Plus, right now, we're offering super low price options and incredible long-term financing on practically all Kubota products in stock. Come see us today at North Carolina's family tractor dealer, Kubota Tractors of Franklin.
Welcome back. You see the Panther bench, Justin Moffitt on a knee and giving his troops some instruction. As Franklin finds themselves down 6, 64-58 with 1:16 left. Had a double-digit lead in the third quarter. Saw it evaporate. Led at the break. West Henderson has been able to hit some clutch shots. Now they're just really draining as much clock as they can and selecting the shots that they want to take. And with almost a turnover, the minute 14 seconds left, have been able to keep a lead at about 2-3 for a good portion. Now it's up to 6. Comes Green, step back, in and out. And Bristol Brooks will commit the foul. That'll be her 4th. And more shots. This one's Scottress again at the free throw line. First one up and good. And the second one up and good. 66-58, an 8-point lead for West. Panthers not been able to hit the shots down the stretch. It goes underneath. Moffitt couldn't get it to go the first opportunity. Got it back, got fouled. She'll be at the line. But you're going to have to, at this point, get some threes to go, get some turnovers. You can foul, but you've got to hope that West misses those free throw shots. First one up and good. Layla Malloy going to check back into the game as Autry takes a seat for Coach Justin Moffitt. Another whistle. Another timeout. It's something I haven't really discussed a lot here on the air is the midseason coaching change that took place for the Lady Panthers. Is Coach Scott Hartbarger stepped down on January 6th, and Justin Moffitt took his place in the interim role. And you just never know what's going to happen when something like that takes place. And I credit the girls and credit Coach Moffitt. He's been able to keep the team together, focused. And it had been real easy for this team to give up. But they have fought the entire way. They've picked up their fair share of victories. They've taken some lumps, but been competitive in all the ball games. May not win this one tonight, but who knows in the tournament. And they'll be in the state tournament as well. We got a traveling violation. That's what the Panthers need, a turnover of some sort. And Scottress turns it over. So they'll buy an opportunity with the turnover, a possession here, as it is Bristol Brooks. Thought about it, almost traveled herself. Gives it up to Layla Malloy. Panthers got up press now. Newsom, running shot, good. The clock continues to tick in high school ball. Doesn't stop like in college. And we've got a foul whistled on Bristol Brooks. That'll be her 5th. She'll have to take a seat. 33.2 seconds left. Panthers down by 5. And now Bristol Brooks has fouled out. Free throws on the other end for Scottress. Seems like no, it's not going to be Scottress. It's going to be Ella Collier. I was about to say, Scottress has been the line the entire fourth quarter, it seems like. Bristol will get a round of applause. Not a senior on senior night. He'll be back. Just a sophomore. Hard to believe. Plays like a senior a lot. As the first one's up and good for Ella Collier. Autry comes in to replace Bristol Brooks. Listen, Autry into the game. First player for either team to foul out. Scottress cannot hit the second. Rebound Malloy. She's going to feed up court, knocked away. Panthers will reset. 30 seconds left. Down 6. Just 2 possessions. You can hit a 3 here. It's going to really make it interesting. But you got to do it pretty quickly. Now whistle. And another timeout going to be called by Coach Justin Moffitt. But back to Coach Scott Hartbarger stepping down mid-season. You know, I talked to Hartbarger a couple of weeks ago, and he thanked me for all the years. He was the coach for 17 years. That's a long time. And I saw a lot of his games over the years doing what we do here on YouTube and Facebook and dating back to my days on the radio. The magical run in 2013 and 2014 to the regionals. And the double overtime thriller in the regional final that I will never forget. Some of the things that happened in that game. We've talked about that over the years, me and Coach Hartbarger. But, he just said it was time. He thought that, sometimes you just aren't given your players your best and your 100%. And he thought that it was just time to give it up. We've got a foul coming up against the Falcons, just the fourth. Is that going to be the fifth? The fourth. We have some shots. It will be the fifth on West. So a break for the Panthers. Newsom will be at the line. But back to Coach Hartbarger. He won a lot of games here and had a lot of success. And he's still a teacher here at the school. But sometimes I guess you just kind of know, and that's what he said. It was time for him to step away and let somebody else take the reins. Second shot up and good. He's in good health, too. I asked him about that. He's in real good health. Manuel get fouled by Layla Malloy. 22 seconds left. And he's a couple of years away from retirement himself from the school system. And a lot of folks, don't understand the time constraints that coaches have to deal with, the commitment. It's not just November, December, January, and February. It's almost year-round now. Panthers got a chance. In the corner, got a feed. Moffitt gets it knocked away with 13.4 seconds left. They did call a foul. So 2 shots. So if Moffitt can hit both of these, it's going to get interesting. She doesn't. She misses the front end. One more. And she gets the second to go. And an immediate foul on the inbounds pass. Taylor Curran will be at the line for 2 shots now. They give that one to Malloy. No, Green. It's her 5th. So both Bristol Brooks and Riley Green are going to foul out of this game. First one is good. And they do it. One more for Taylor Curran. Rims out. Whose ball is it? It's Franklin basketball. Autry going to bring it up court. Feeding. And draining clock. Yeah, it's a jump ball. Possession arrow is with the Panthers, but it may be too late. 68-63. There's not a 5-point opportunity out there, unfortunately. At the buzzer, foul. 1.2 left, so free throw shots. For Finley Moffitt. Foul going against Lexi Rivas, her 4th. First one good. We'll have the senior night festivities coming up. If you're tuning in for that, you haven't missed it just yet. At the conclusion of this one, they'll parade out the seniors. And that'll do it. It's a final here at the Panther Den. 68-64. It is a 4-point lead, or a 4-point win for West Henderson. And they will complete the season sweep of the Panthers after coming out victorious 70-67 in Mills River back in January. Franklin falls to 13-11 and 9-5 in the Mountain 8 Conference. West Henderson advances to 500 at 12-12, and 12-2 is their mark in the Mountain 8 Conference. They've secured that number 2 seed. And they'll be playing, let's look at the brackets, on Thursday, 7 o'clock at Smoky Mountains Gymnasium against North Henderson. Franklin will be taking on either East or Tuscola, 4 o'clock Friday, in the first game of the day at Smoky Mountain on Friday the 13th. Okie dokie. We're going to have the senior night festivities. And Phillip, if you could bring up graphics too. We'll have all the seniors for the boys basketball team out there first. We'll hand things over to our public address announcer, Mark Sutton, here very shortly as they get everybody lined up. A lot of folks out there. A lot of folks they have to coordinate. Question is, where all these folks kind of hang out? They don't have like a green room. I guess it's out in the lobby area. And the big fat heads, they've got to reposition them now over here. The big fat heads are back. Jack Tisateski, he's got a big fat head. Peyton Hervey, big fat head. Parading more folks out. Look at everybody out there, looks like. My goodness.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Franklin High School's Winter Sports Senior Night. Tonight is a special night for our Panther family as we come together to celebrate the hard work, dedication, and leadership of our senior athletes, cheerleaders, and students who have represented Franklin High School with pride throughout this winter sports season. We're grateful to the families, coaches, teachers, and fans who have supported these students every step of the way. Senior Night is about recognizing not just your achievements on the court, the mat, in the water, but the character, teamwork, and perseverance you've shown along this journey. Thank you to all who's been here to help support, honor this incredible group of student athletes. Now let's begin celebrating this year's senior class. We'll start with boys basketball. Number 5, Jack Tisateski, escorted by Tommy, Sarah, Logan, and Tori Tisateski. Number 10, Nolan Collins, escorted by Chad, Cindy, and Olivia Collins. Number 12, Peyton Hervey, escorted by Nathan, Elena, Braden, and Kylan Hervey. Number 30, Addix Sutton, escorted by Mark, Elise, Paxton, and Michael Sutton. And number 50, Jackson Wilson, escorted by Sandy and Sydney Taylor, Tuan, Toya, and Gabby Wilson. That concludes boys basketball. You can return to the locker room and prepare for your game. Now for girls basketball, number 32, Malia Mason, escorted by her parents, Matt and Robin Mason, and brother Drew. Malia is also part of the girls indoor track and field team. Double athlete in the winter. Congrats, Malia. On to men's swimming, Jonah Brandt, escorted by Josh and Kristen Brandt and Isabella. On to cheerleading, Mackenzie Carver, escorted by her brother Jaden Hunter and Corey Carver and sister Valerie. Miriam Sanders, escorted by her parents, Kim and Bobby Sanders. On to girls track and field. Amy Mendoza Lopez, escorted by mother Francisca Lopez Sereno, brother Giovanni Mendoza Lopez. Michelle Ortega, escorted by her parents Ann and Miguel Ortega and siblings Miguel and David Ortega. Not present but still on the track team, Mindy Holbrooks, escorted by her mother Jennifer Arose. Abigail Pope, escorted by her parents, Toby and Jennifer Pope, and sister Lydia. And Isabella Shope, escorted by her parents, Sarah and Devin Holland. On to boys track and field. Jonas Phillips, escorted by his parents, Molly and Patrick Phillips, siblings, Wells, Elsie and Taya Phillips. Chad Engel, escorted by Stephanie and Bob Engel. CJ Ingert, escorted by Amber Ingert, Robbie Yance, and Hudson Ingert. Ivan Martinez, escorted by his father Juan, mother Casello, brother Abraham, and sister-in-law Taylor. On to girls wrestling. Carrie Holland, escorted by Mark and Nina Holland. April Aparicio Perez, escorted by Felicius and Miguel Perez. Michaela Pendergrass, escorted by Crystal and Derek Pendergrass. Thank you to everyone who made tonight so special. Our families, our coaches, our fans, and all these people along the way to support these students each day. And last but not least, to our seniors, congratulations on everything you've accomplished and the legacy you have left here at Franklin High School. We are proud of you, we celebrate you, and we can't wait to see what you do next in the next chapter. Remember, once a Panther, always a Panther. Please join in one more time in congratulating the senior class of winter sports athletes, the class of 2026.
Thank you, Becca Brooks. Senior winter sports night in the books. They'll clear the floor. They'll let the teams come out, warm up. We're going to head into between the ball game show between the varsity girls and the varsity boys. We're going to talk with Doug Plemons, head boys varsity coach for the Panthers. Talk about that big win this past Friday night against Smoky Mountain in the Battle of Cowee Mountain. Talk about the tournament, too. We discussed that. And also talked about tonight's opponent in the West Henderson Falcons. So hang with us. Boys action coming up right after this.
When your land demands the best, you need equipment you can count on. At Kubota Tractors of Franklin, you'll find that quality equipment and the best selection anywhere. Everything from the new Kubota subcompact tractors and the zero-turn mowers, all the way up to heavy construction equipment. Plus, right now, we're offering super low price options and incredible long-term financing on practically all Kubota products in stock. Come see us today at North Carolina's family tractor dealer, Kubota Tractors of Franklin.
Welcome back as we get set for the boys varsity. Tonight is the regular season finale. Franklin hosting the West Henderson Falcons on senior night. You just saw the senior night festivities. George Young now joined with Doug Plemons, head boys varsity coach. And last Friday, you played in the Battle of Cowee Mountain, big rival. Smoky had beaten you guys back in January. And as I said against East Henderson when the East came over, and you guys had beaten East back in December, East just that night looked like they were a team that was not going to be beaten. And it looked like you guys had that same mindset coming into the game against Smoky Mountain and just dominated the Mustangs.
We did. I think the kids were really excited about the game. We did some things to hype up the game a little bit. Not that it needs to be hyped up very much, but I knew our student body did some things through the week. We had a spirit week, and even though snow kind of hindered that a little bit, We were able to get a packed house in. We also had Hall of Fame night that night, and that added a few more people. But, biggest crowd we've had this year, and maybe even in a long, long time. The kids came out hot. They were hungry to get a chance to play Smoky again, and we built a big lead early. Lots of times when that happens, teams tend to tail off a little bit. Can't keep that intensity up, but hats off to the guys. They absolutely did not let up from start to finish.
It was definitely a buzzsaw for you guys. Smokey ran into it last Friday night. Now you look ahead to tonight's contest. West Henderson, a team that is in last place coming into tonight's contest. You guys beat them over in Mills River back in January. It is senior night, so you've got a lot of emotion coming in to tonight's contest. Is that a concern?
It's not really a concern. Excuse me. We've got a good group of seniors. They're very mature. We are going to start our seniors tonight, all 5 of them. And we've talked about that. We practiced it last night. We rehearsed it. Talked about some things that they need to be thinking about. So I'd be surprised if we didn't come out ready to play. Again, you mentioned we'd played West Henderson already. That kind of sets up a little bit of a letdown as far as emotions goes. Having beaten them over at West pretty good, but still. This game means a lot. It means a lot to our seniors. It's the last time we'll play in this gym that we're guaranteed to play in this gym. We hope to get a playoff game. We hope all those things happen, but tonight is the guaranteed last game. And also tonight would, it would solidify our conference championship. It would, put us in a real good seeding for the playoffs. It would give us the number 1 seed going into the conference tournament. And also it would give us our 20th win in the regular season, which is, if you look around at records, not that we've always been kind of play the next game. But now that the season is kind of over with, as you search for teams that have won 20 games in the regular season, they're few and far between. And so I think it is something worth mentioning and something to be proud of.
Most definitely. And, conference record, conference seeding, I guess, where you finish is not as important as it has been in previous years when it comes to the playoffs, but RPI is.
Yes.
Ranking who you played, their win-loss record, this game tonight, and even into the tournament, that's really going to play a factor in seeding in the playoffs.
It is, and our conference has been very competitive this year. We have 5 teams in our conference with well over 500 records. And so that speaks well for our conference. And it also gives us a good RPI rating in that we're playing against good competition within our own conference. And then we beefed up our schedule a little bit this year. We played North Buncombe home and away, which I think is leading, the Asheville area conference. And, that's going to help us. The teams in the tournament that we played at Christmas, we played another team from the Asheville area in the game over at Western Carolina University. So we've tried to beef up our schedule a little bit, and I think it's helped us. And it's also we're playing a 4A, 5A split conference. East Henderson is the team that has an identical record to us, but they're 4A. And so that's not going to affect us going into the playoffs because they're going to branch off and go play in the 4A bracket, and of course we'll be in the 5A.
Mentioned the tournament a couple of times. The tournament begins on Thursday at Smoky Mountain. You guys will be the number 1 seed heading into it. So kind of project out the tournament. It's going to be 3 rounds, no byes this year. So you're going to have to play at least 3 more conference games to win the tournament.
It'll be a good test for us. As you mentioned, the first round game could very well be against West Henderson, the number 8 seed, and then we'll play the winner of 4 or 5, and that probably will be North Henderson and Smoky. So that would be an interesting. Of course, they'll have to see who wins that game. That'll be a tough game for them, and then we'll play the winner of that game, and then more than likely we'll play. We'll play East Henderson or Pisgah. in the finals if we make it that far.
If the seeds hold the way that they are written up. So that's going to begin into this week, into next week. Finals are next Thursday, and then the playoffs will begin the following week. They'll have first round on that following Tuesday, and then Thursday with the second round. And then this year, with the new classifications, you got 8 classifications. They hand out a lot of first round buys, and the way that you guys are falling in the rankings, that is most likely going to be where you guys are going to fall: a first round bye, second round home game.
I think you're probably right. It might give us a chance to scout a little bit more and get ready for the next game. But at this point in time, to be honest with you, I don't like days off. I like to stay on the schedule, similar to what we've been in, pretty much a Tuesday, Friday schedule, although the playoffs, I think, are Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. But even with a day of practice in between each game, it gives you a chance to catch your breath and prepare a little bit for the next game.
Well, Coach, as always, good luck tonight. We'll catch up with you very soon.
All right. Thank you.
Doug Clemens, head boys varsity coach. All right, fans, stay with us. We've got tip-off coming up here in just a few moments.
Need underbrush cleared? Have a stump that needs grinding? A tree that's become a hazard on your property? Call Carson Tree Service for a free estimate today. Whether it's landscaping or view cuts, he can help. Fully licensed and insured. Call Cheyenne Carson at 828-526-6213.
When your land demands the best, you need equipment you can count on. At Kubota Tractors of Franklin, you'll find that quality equipment and the best selection anywhere. Everything from the new Kubota subcompact tractors and the zero-turn mowers, all the way up to heavy construction equipment. Plus, right now, we're offering super low price options and incredible long-term financing on practically all Kubota products in stock. Come see us today at North Carolina's family tractor dealer, Kubota Tractors of Franklin.
Join FPSN each month during the school year as we spotlight outstanding performances from student athletes with the First Citizens Bank and Corbin Dental Athlete of the Month video feature. It's presented by Corbin Dental, a locally owned dental practice providing comprehensive and advanced dental care in Franklin. With deep local roots and a passion for service, Corbin Dental takes pride in providing world-class care right here at home. And by First Citizens Bank, helping families and businesses make more of their finances for over 125 years. First Citizens Bank, forever first. Member FDIC.
Welcome you back inside of the Panther Den. Getting closer and closer to tip-off for the boys varsity. You heard Clemens talking about the Falcons and then that tournament that is upcoming. Talked about the girls' side of the tournament. They're in the girls varsity. Let's talk about the boys. Throw up the projected brackets. It's on the right side of your screen, the boys bracket. Franklin, they win tonight. You just heard Doug Clemens talking about it. They win tonight. They'll secure a number 1 seed with a tiebreaker over East if East wins tonight, which they should. And they will play, most likely, the West Henderson Falcons again, the 8th seed. And that will be on Thursday, 5:30. All games again at Smoky Mountain. You didn't hear me talking about that in the girls varsity. All games this year, no first round, higher seed host like we've seen in previous years. There'll be 4 nights of varsity basketball at Smoky Mountain beginning Thursday. Franklin will play in the boys' first game of the day against West or Tuscola. And they'll advance if able to win. Monday will be the semifinals, February the 18th, and then the finals won't be until Thursday, the 19th. All at Smoky Mountain. All right, we're about to have the starting lineups introduced. Let's head down and check in with our public address announcer. It's Mark Sutton. Starting lineup for West Henderson.
Number 5, Jace Chamberlain. Number 11, Cooper Lawrence. Number 22, Adrian Koo. And number 32, Cooper Carnes. Panthers go lights out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fans, get on your feet for tonight's starting lineup. At guard, a senior, number 5, Jack Tusikoski. At guard, a senior, number 10, Nolan Collins. At forward, a senior, number 12, Peyton Harvey. At guard, a senior, number 30, Alex Sutton. At forward, a senior, number 50, Jackson Wilson.
And as you see, like Coach Clemens talked about, he'll start all seniors. And he hopes to have them out on the floor for a good portion of this first quarter. We'll see how they respond. Franklin comes in at 19-4, 11-2 in the conference. East, make that West Henderson, comes in at 5-18 and 1-12 in the Mountain 8 Conference. It'll be Hervey that will jump center for the Panthers. We are underway, and it's the West Henderson Falcons dressed in their road blues with red trim at the opening possession. Lowrance into the corner. He's going to bounce a pass over to Kuhn. Kuhn going to swing it over for a deep three. There's an air ball by Jonah Christ. Here come the Panthers. Jack Tisateski. He kicks. Tisateski gets it back. Looks to pass. Going to feed Attic Sutton. Now it's Wilson with it. Jackson finds Tisateski. Jump step to the hole. Can't get it to go. Oliver Hoxton Sellen. Check that Adrian Kuhn with it. Kuhn going to feed into the paint, and it's stolen. Jack Tisateski will get fouled on the way to the hole. Foul going against Adrian Koo, his first, team's first. A senior, Tisateski, going to hit the first. And he'll get one more. And he hits the second. First scoring of the night comes via the free throw line. Koo going to feed it over to Chamberlain. Now into the corner it goes. Christ back up around the horn. Baseline jumper won't go for Lawrence, and it's out of bounds. Going to go to the Panthers. Wilson thought about a three. Finds Tisateski. Now Tisateski over to Collins. Collins finds Jackson Simmons. Wilson, that is. Jackson Wilson couldn't hit from downtown. Koo swings it over. Christ spins. To find an open. Carnes wouldn't go. Comes Teske spinning, shooting, and hitting the tough shot. Teske makes it a 4-0 advantage for the Panthers. Koo into the paint. Back out Lawrence. Wouldn't go. Got his own rebound. He's going to get tied up with Wilson. And it's going to go to the Panthers on the alternating possession. Teske finds Collins. Can't hit. Long board, Wilson. Panthers reset offensively. Wilson on the dribble. Kicks. Collins. Back to Wilson. Open. 3. Off the mark. And we're heading the other way on the rebound. I'm going to whistle Hervey on the foul. Getting position. If he gets first, team's first. Chamberlain gets double teamed. Bounces a pass over to Carnes. He'll find Lawrence. Lawrence gets double teamed, kicks it out. It's a deep 3. Koo. It wouldn't go. Sutton off to the races. Up court it goes. Collins. Comes the West Henderson Falcons after the missed shot. Lawrence leans into it, gets it to go. Cooper Lawrence, sophomore. Teske for 3. Wouldn't go. Back and forth, Chamberlain and Koo play catch. Bouncing into the corner it goes Lawrence. And did he step on the end line? He did. That'll be a turnover for the West Henderson Falcons. Checking in for the Falcons, it's Liam Austin for Coach Brandon Brooks. And the Falcons also coming off the bench for the Falcons. It is Oliver Hoxton Sellon, the junior, checks in. Panthers have possession. It is Attic Sutton, all seniors on the floor still on senior night. Coach Doug Clemens. Collins gives it up to Hervey, and he gets it slapped away, and they'll whistle a blocking foul going against Lawrence. That'll be the first on Lawrence, second on the Falcons with 4:06 to go here, first quarter. Sutton's pass into Hervey. Gets it blocked. Now gets it back, gets position, and this time able to get the bucket to go. In the corner, it's Lawrence. He gives it up. Back it goes, Lawrence. Swings it out beyond the arc. Christ, 3. Collins with the rebound. Outlet. Teske. Glove coverage defensively. Off to Wilson. He'll attempt. Can't hit. That one looked good off of his hands. Lawrence grabs the board. 3.5 left here, first quarter. Christ into the corner. Lawrence. Now we've got a offensive foul going to be whistled. Going against Bravey Duval. He lowered his shoulder. We get some subs off the bench now for Coach Clemens. You see Gunnar McConnell running the point now. A couple of the seniors take a seat. Some of the starters will check in. It's Teske that'll get bumped near the free throw line. Sellers going to pick up the foul. It's the 4th on West. Lance Parker dribbles out after securing that pass, gives it up to Teske. Off balance. What's this? He really wasn't off balance. It was a straight-on shot. It just looked from my angle. It was a little off balance as it goes out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover. Gunnar McConnell gets it into Tisateski here to come the Panthers up 9-2. Tisateski kicks it out. McConnell thought about it. Off to Tisateski. Now another whistle. Wow. A lot of whistles early on, and this one's going against the Falcons. That'll be the 5th. 2 shots upcoming for the Panthers. Who's going to take them is the question. That was away from the basketball, looked like. Going to be Tisateski. That will attempt a couple of free throw shots. And the first one up and good. 2:35 left in the first. Senior night festivities. They happened before tonight's ball game. The boys game between the girls and the boys. If you'd like to go back and watch that, you can after, of course, we are off the air. Go back and watch the festivities. Winter Sports senior night. It's another turnover. Will Rower's going to feed up court. Tisateski. 3. Got it. Timeout, West Henderson. Nothing but net. 30-second timeout. Called by Coach Brandon Brooks. They're going to say that was a 2-pointer? I guess so. 2:08 left here in the first quarter. Glad you're with us. I'm George Young, along with our terrific FPSN crew, including Phillip Angel, our executive producer, Joshua Chastian, Spencer Lee, bringing you all the sights and the sounds of tonight's regular season finale. Oh, okay. Now they got the points up there. They did count that as a 3. 14-2. Down to the timeout. West will have possession here. Chamberlain brings it up. A dish to Selin. Selin drives in, lifts a pass, knocked away. Here come the Panthers. Tisateski. I think halfway up he said, should I lay it up or should I try to dunk it? And neither took place. The hesitation there. Chamberlain feeds out of bounds. Trying to find Carnes underneath. Deep 3 for Tisateski, going to be short. Lawrence grabbed the board. That one's knocked away. He picked back up. Into the front court. Carnes gives it up. Lawrence going to kick it out for a 3 by Chamberlain. It wouldn't go. Tisateski grabs it. Over to Rowers. Driving. Rowers kicking. Hervey. Tiptoes over Lance Parker. Parker finds Rowers. Fade away. A 3. Up and good for Jonah Christ. Rowers going to try to answer. Parker grabs the board. Jack thought about going to the hold. Now he will commit. Kicks. Hervey. 3. Off the mark. West going to race. Another 15 seconds. Price going to attempt. Can't hit this time. And Hervey grabbed the board. Gives it up to Parker now. It's Tisateski. Left of the elbow. Parker grabbed the board. Goes back up at the buzzer. He can't hit. So 14-5 will be the score after 1 quarter. We'll take a break. Second quarter coming up right after this.
Need underbrush cleared? Have a stump that needs grinding? A tree that's become a hazard on your property? Call Carson Tree Service for a free estimate today. Whether it's landscaping or view cuts, he can help. Fully licensed and insured. Call Cheyenne Carson at 828-526-6213.
Welcome back. About 8 minutes left here exactly. Second quarter. As we begin things. It'll be West Henderson basketball out of the quarter break. Koo feeds. Carnes can't get it to go. Lawrence grabbed the board. Second shot, no. Rowers comes out with it. Here come the Panthers. Chastian over to Rowers. Driving, kicking. It's got a McConnell now with an off-balance shot. Would not go. Lawrence grabbed the board. Koo up court. Chamberlain over now to Lawrence. Finds Christ. Downs Chamberlain. Finds himself open baseline. In and out. Went down and then somehow did not go all the way in. Ran back out. McConnell underneath. Off balance. Falls to the floor. No call. Shot no good. The Panthers will turn it over. It is Lance Parker. Gets his shot blocked. Gets it back and gets fouled on the second opportunity. Lance Parker will be at the line for two shots. And when going against Jonah Christ, it'll be his team's first here in the second quarter. 7 minutes exactly left. As Lance Parker attempts and gets the roll on the first. Second one. Good. Lawrence turns, shoots. I'll say last touch by Cooper Carnes, West. So McConnell to get it inbounds. Chastian. 6:45 with a ticking clock, second quarter. Panthers up by 11. Chastian for the assist. Will Rowers. Knocked away. Here come the Panthers. Chastian gets it blocked by Lawrence. Carnes with it. Cooper Carnes pulls up. Got the J. Attic Sutton holds up the play. Gives it up. Will Rowers. Rowers underneath. Kicking it and into the hands of Chamberlain. Finds a wide open Carnes. He gets the bucket. Down point edge. Rowers into the front court. Pulls up inside the arc. Can't hit the jumper. And here come the West Henderson Falcons. It's Christ into the front court. High pass. Chamberlain secures it. Back it goes over Jonah Christ. He's going to pull up. Running shot won't go. Rebound, Will Rowers. Rowers to Lance Parker. Parker kicks. McConnell a three. Rebound Koo, and we've got a whistle Got a foul going against Lance Parker. That'll be his team's first here with 5:11 to go, second quarter. Kind of going into a little bit of a lull here. Both teams, a lot of excitement out of the gate. Christ for three. He got it. Check that's 5, not 3. That's Chamberlain. Both have similar hairstyles. Will Rowers tries to answer. He can't. Here come the Falcons. Running shot, offensive foul. Going to be whistled on Jonah Christ. Second on Christ. Liam Austin checks in for West Henderson. Coach Brandon Brooks. 4:37 to go here in the second quarter. It's Rowers feeding. McConnell blocked. Sutton grabs the block shot, kicks it. Will Rowers. Now McConnell driving. Nice move. Gunnar McConnell gets the layup to go. Back to live action. Driving. It's Jonah Christ. He's going to get the J. Baseline. 6-point advantage. Parker on the dribble. It's caught up. Now it's Sutton in the corner. Finds Parker. And he's going to get the jumper. It's a go. Free throw line. Found himself open. Just spun. Hey, I'm open. Three and a half left. High pass, Christ in the corner. Up high it goes. Now underneath. Carnes, the bucket and the foul. Attempt for the old-fashioned three-point play for Cooper Carnes after Sutton will pick up the foul. That'll be his first, team second. 3:32 to go here in the second quarter. Carnes can't hit. And West comes out with the rebound. Lawrence dribbles out. Now a deep three. Off the mark for Chamberlain. Gunnar McConnell finds Rowers into the corner. Lance Parker short. Chamberlain directs traffic. Over it goes to Koo. Adrian Koo. Now Chamberlain feeding Carnes. Gets position. And Carnes goes up. Spins, shoots. And got it to go and cuts it to just a 4-point lead now for the Panthers. My point is double digits in the second quarter. West is all of a sudden cut it to just a 4-point edge. The three just hangs up there for Jack Chisateski. Can't get it to go. Panthers will retain possession. It's a high pass, Will Rowers. Rowers drives, and he gets bumped. This is a blocking foul. Going to go against Liam Austin. His first, team's third. And it goes Lance Parker to the hole. Parker. Austin over to Carnes. Over to Austin. He's going to drive in and find an open Cooper Carnes. He's going to get the bucket off the glass. Back to a 4-point advantage. Will Rowers drives. Looks for position. I'll kick it out to Parker. Lance spins. Fade away. Off the mark. three. He wouldn't go for Koo. Jack Tisateski gives it up to Gunnar McConnell. Back to Tisateski. Driving. Tisateski to Lance Parker. And he'll get the J. Lawrence pulls up. Here comes McConnell. Under 60 seconds left. Rowers thought about it. Now going to drive in. Can't get it to go. McConnell there for the rebound. And the stick back. McConnell makes it a 28-20 advantage for the Panthers. 40 seconds left. Pass underneath, too tough for Carnes. Out of bounds. Panthers will have it. 34.5 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Gunnar McConnell over to Tisateski. High pass to Hervey. He gets his shot blocked. 10 seconds, or 15 seconds rather. Over he goes. Koo underneath Lawrence. His shot no. Under 10 seconds left now. Tisateski with 5. Down to 4, down to 3. Underneath McConnell at the buzzer. Halftime here at the Panther Den. Coach Tom Raby basketball court. Franklin up double digits by 10 at the break. Here on senior night. Team leader's going to come out here and they're going to entertain us for a few moments. We're going to head off to break here. We'll have some first half highlights. Yeah, you want to stick around for that. And then we'll get you set for the beginning of the third quarter in just a few moments. Stay with us on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. You're locked into the Franklin Panthers Sports Network.
Need underbrush cleared? Have a stump that needs grinding? A tree that's become a hazard on your property? Call Carson Tree Service for a free estimate today. Whether it's landscaping or view cuts, he can help. Fully licensed and insured. Call Cheyenne Carson at 828-526-6213. And now let's take a look at the highlights from the first half of action. And that's been a look at highlights from the first half. Third quarter action coming up right after this.
Hey folks, it is time for the January 2026 edition of the construction update of the Franklin High School project. I'm George Young, along with Tracy Talent from Macon County Schools, and we are here again in the new Panther Pit. A lot has changed since the last time we talked, Tracy. Walls are going up behind us, and they're about to put in the stands on the home side.
Yeah, just in a month. Wow, how things have taken place, and that the framing for the stands is going in. They poured the riser underneath the bottom of the bleachers with concrete, and then all the walls going up behind there where the crane is. It's amazing what all's taking place.
And folks maybe have driving by seen some of the dirt work that's happening on the field. You see some mounds, you see some puddles. A lot of that is the old drainage that they were digging up in preparation to put the new drainage in, right?
Yes, and as you remember from years gone by, when it would rain, we would really have a dam coming down the steps here from the parking lot into the field. Of course, all that is level together now, but yes, they had dug up all the old drainage, and some of it you can see down there with the old pipe work, and you could tell the reason that it would not drain water then, but all the subgrades going in now with all fresh drainage.
Yeah, and that should be done in the next couple of months in preparation, obviously, for the field to be prepared in April, May, and June as they get prepared for the turf and getting really prepared for the opening, which is still on track for next August.
Yeah, for August, and we're planning on playing football here in August of this coming year.
Yeah, it's exciting. All right, we're going to take a tour once again, as we have each and every month we've been doing this. We're going to head over, we're going to check out some of the buildings, we're going to go inside some of the buildings, so let's head over. We are now inside of the gymnasium. This is the Panther Den gym floor that we're standing on. Actually, I think where we're at is the stands that are going to be coming down. You can kind of tell where the stands are behind us. This is exciting. All these walls have come up over the past month and a half, and they're almost as tall as they're going to be. Yeah. Give us a sense, Tracy, of what we're seeing here.
Okay, this is as you said, the main gym floor here with the, we'll be standing like where the stands are here, and the stands coming down there on the other side as well, with your court running this way. And then beyond that wall over there is the auxiliary gym, and it's turned the opposite direction. So, you know, for design purposes and to get the room, that's the way they've done that. But it's exciting to see everything going on, the walls up, the crane setting the steel. It's just amazing to see everything that's gone on in the past month.
Oh, it is. It is coming up quick. That's the comment that most folks tell me, is how quickly this is coming up. Now, obviously, there's no roof on the gym just yet. Timeline for capping this thing off, do you know?
Of course, they're bringing the walls up, and they'll have to leave this center wall out to where they can work around there. I don't have a timeline on when that they'll be setting trusses yet, but I'm sure it'll be pretty quick, because they're setting steel all around us, and the walking track, the steel structure that's there is part of the walking track that will be going around the gym as well.
Yeah, that's exciting. A lot of folks don't realize there'll be a walking track, and you can walk inside or run either way inside the gym. Obviously on days similar to today where it's very cold.
Indoor track.
Indoor track, that's right. There'll actually be an indoor track instead of indoor-outdoor track is what they have now. All right, we're going to head onto the other side and see what's happening over there. Well, we promised you we're going to head inside, and we are kind of inside. There is an open area of the wall and the ceiling right above us here. That's actually going to be the elevator shaft. Where are we inside here, Tracy?
One of the elevator shafts. We have 3 or 4 elevators in the entire building, but we're backstage, I guess you would call it, for the den, for the basketball courts. As you can tell where these rebar are right here, there will be more walls that'll be framed up through here as the days come. All around there's welding and cutting and things taking place as we speak, but all this will be your locker room areas, your bathroom, showers, and those things that you have to have for your sports.
And this is basically underground or in the basement area of the gym, but it won't feel like a basement.
No.
Once you're inside, it's all connected, and it's going to be cool. Yeah, it'll be very cool.
It's all going to work together and all going to flow very well. Got a great design on it.
These guys are working hard. All right, we're going to head on outside. And we're on the back side of the property, the Frogtown property. On the other side of the camera is a beautiful view of downtown Franklin. Behind us here is the 3-story classroom tower they're about to start constructing. We see they've built some of the footers. You can see that coming out of the ground. Describe what's happening over here, Tom.
Yeah, the footers, as you can see there, are deep and wide to hold up 3 stories of the structure that will be going here out on this section. As you can see behind us there where the crane is, they're erecting the bridge that will come from the center part of the building to the second floor of the educational wing. And then there where those white trucks are sitting there in the center, that'll be the courtyard that'll be totally enclosed, the kids' green space that the kids can go outside and eat lunch or have outdoor classrooms.
And you see these walls continue to go up a little higher and a little higher every day. That wasn't the case last month in December.
Right.
All this has transpired over the past month and a half, and it's very exciting. And I'm looking forward, Tracy, to next month, because I think we're going to even be inside some buildings that have roofs on them.
Oh yes, and we'll start seeing the walls be erected on this side up by next month. They'll start laying these walls up. Of course, the first story is brickwork, and then the second two stories above that will be metal and phenolic panels. So it's exciting to see what's going to go on.
Yeah, a lot going on. You hear the beeping behind us. They are laying this rock, and a lot going on here at the New Franklin High School construction project. That's going to wrap things up for the January 2026 edition of the New Franklin High School construction update. Thanks to Tracy. I'm George Young. We'll see you next time.
Need underbrush cleared? Have a stump that needs grinding? A tree that's become a hazard on your property? Call Carson Tree Service for a free estimate today. Whether it's landscaping or view cuts, he can help. Fully licensed and insured. Call Cheyenne Carson at 828-526-6213.
Welcome back. We're about to begin the third quarter rather. They got to get 8 minutes up on the clock, and we'll get this one underway. Both teams back out of the locker room. We're ready to go. The Panthers have the opening possession here as we are about 15 minutes after 9 o'clock on a school night. A lot of folks have decided they're going to head on home. They've been here long enough, past their bedtime. Will Rowers, a 3, wouldn't go, and it's going to head out of bounds to the West Henderson Falcons. These nights of basketball seem to stretch on when you stack up 4 games and you put a award ceremony between the girls and the boys. Driving in, Karn's going to kick it out. It'll be Chamberlain up top. Kicks it over to Christ. He's going to jack a 3. It wouldn't go. Gunnar McConnell with a rebound. Here comes Gunnar, going to race up court. McConnell. Fade away. Got hit. That's why he kind of ducked. And they'll whistle a foul on West. That'll be the first on the Falcons. It's going against Liam Austin. No, not Austin. It's Chamberlain. Jace Chamberlain. I don't think Austin's out there. Chamberlain will pick up the first this quarter. And it's also his first. Of McConnell at the line. First one. Rolls in good. Second opportunity, nothing but net. Panthers pick up in the full court and cause a turnover. McConnell feeds. Rowers counted and one for Will Rowers. Can't get the N1. West with the board. Kuhn with it. Call out the offense for Coach Brandon Brooks. Koo to the hole. Nice move. And he got the bucket, Adrian Koo. Back to 12-point advantage for the Panthers. Will Rowers drives. McConnell lost it. And it's going to head out of bounds. She tried to save it over to Parker. Parker couldn't secure that pass. Final regular season night basketball in the Mountain 8 Conference. Both these two teams will head into the conference tournament. Most likely will face each other again in about 48 hours. They will officially release the brackets as Lawrence is fouled tomorrow afternoon. But the projections most likely will have these two teams meeting again. But as the old saying goes, you don't count the chickens before they hatch and eggs before they have. Don't guarantee something before it is written in stone, and it is not just yet. Teske. West comes out with it. Chamberlain will give it up. It's Koo. Koo driving, lost it, and a foul will bail him out. Koo. 2 shots. Rowers picks up the foul, and the first one will roll in good. One more at the stripe for Koo. Teske up across. Hands it off to Gunnar McConnell. McConnell drives, kicks. Teske. He kicks it after driving in. We've got bodies all over. And is it a jump ball? Yeah, it is. I think Lawrence caught the bad end of this one, as Lance Parker was on top of him. What's this? He just kind of sits on top. He's a big dude. Panthers cause a turnover. Like whistle a foul. What happened here? Not exactly sure what happened. West has the basketball. Koo working on Rowers. Swings it over to Christ. Shona Christ bounces one into the hands of Koo. Now he's going to find Chamberlain. Chamberlain going to kick it out. Now that one's knocked away. Jack pulls up. It's short. Jace Chamberlain for West. Off a ball screen. It's short. Here comes Lance Parker. Swings it over to Rowers, out to Teske. He's wide open. He can't hit. Offensive board, Parker. Gives it up to Teske, cutting to the hole, and he got it to go. But again, Panthers going to pick up in the backcourt. Cause a turnover. McConnell gets fouled. A couple of shots upcoming for Gunnar McConnell, and he can't hit the first. One more. Liam Austin going to check in for West. Coach Brandon Brooks. One more at the stripe for Jack Teske. Or check that for Gunnar McConnell. And he's going to hit the second. Take a seat will Gunnar McConnell as Sutton checks in. Maddox Sutton in, and now more pressure in the backcourt. And it is staying with West Henderson. Now another timeout on the floor. This is going to be a full timeout. Well, no, they're going to whistle a 30-second. Like I said, over the PA, it was going to be a full timeout. Before you've thrown this graphic up so far, here are the records coming into tonight's contest. If you heard the interview that I had with Coach Doug Clemens between games before this ball game tipped off, he talked about how rough and tumble the top of the conference has been. And you see the records for the top of the conference there. You've got North in 5th place with 15 wins. Smoky and Pisgah with 16 wins. And both Franklin and East with 19 wins. Tournament starts on Thursday. This is the projected bracket here is Franklin will most likely play Thursday, 5:30. Get back to action here out of the timeout. West has it. Panthers again causing some havoc in the backcourt. And they're going to whistle a foul on Attic Sutton. Fans below us didn't like the call. It'll be the 3rd on Franklin. It's going to be the 2nd on Attic Sutton. So it's Adrian Koo that'll bring it up, Coach Brooks, and West Henderson Falcons. Kicks it into the corner. Now Carnes going to kick to Lawrence. He can't get the baseline jumper to go. Tisateski up court to Parker, and he gets bumped. That should be the 4th on West. So they've got one more to give at the 4-minute mark, 3rd quarter. 11-point advantage for the Panthers. It's never been real close, the game on the scoreboard, but if you're watching this one, definitely has been a lot closer than it feels and the scoreboard says. West has been able to cause some turnovers. Franklin not been able to hit some shots that they have normally been hitting, like that shot there. See, Will Rowers a lot of times hit that 3 on the inbounds play. Didn't that time. Lawrence holds it high. Now we've got a whistle away from the ball, and it's going the other way. It is an offensive foul on West Henderson. Who did they give that one to? Austin? Liam Austin will pick up the foul. Hits his 2nd. Tisateski over to Sutton. He's going to find Lance Parker outside the arc. Parker, or check that, Tisateski can't hit. Parker grabbed the rebound. Hervey couldn't get it to go, and we've got a foul going against Lance Parker. Fans didn't like it up here. Fans definitely did not like the call. Let's see here. Yeah. That's a tough one. Those tough fouls. To get back to live action. Christ throws it away. Tisateski pulls up. Short. Koo lifts the pass over secured Liam Austin. Austin going to drive and get the bucket. Tough shot. 10-point advantage. Tisateski over to Will Rowers. Rowers bounces one underneath Lance Parker, getting position on Carnes. Can't get the roll, but they'll whistle the foul, and some shots upcoming for Lance Parker. 2:26 third quarter. By the Panthers standards, this is a very low-scoring game. Two shots for Parker. And the first one up and good. Brady Duval going to check in for West Henderson. See him in the top left of your corner, of your screen. Second shot up and good. 11-point advantage again for the Panthers. Jackson Wilson going to come into the game off the bench for Coach Doug Clemens. Lance Parker going to take a seat. Koo feeds it underneath. Back it goes to Koo. Gonna find Liam Austin trying to drive in. Adrian Koo feeds Austin into the paint. Lawrence, high pass over his head. Hold on. They may reverse this call. The trailing official is going to come in and overrule. Yep, it was off of Peyton Hervey. So we get back to live action. Brady Duval with it. Swings it. Now it's into the hands of Koo. Corner. Three wouldn't go for Liam Austin. Out of bounds, stays with West. That one looked like it was off of West. And on the inbounds, we've got a traveling violation on West Henderson. Teske brings it up court. Thought about pulling up. Now he's got to give it to a teammate. It's Will Rowers on the dribble. Rowers can't get the roll. Fight for it. Jump ball. Possession arrow to the Panthers. Minute 20 left in the third. Low scoring game. Karn's going to check in for Coach Brandon Brooks West. Sutton gets it up high. Jack Teske. Now minute 18 to go. Wilson thought about it. Jackson Wilson finds Teske. And Teske going to be bumped as he split a double team. That'll be the fifth on West, so we'll have some free throw shots the rest of the way. 68 seconds left. Foul's going against Adrian Koo. Short with the first. I've seen a lot of short shots. A big game you had Friday here and really hyped up, played out of this world. Sometimes you do have a little bit of a letdown. Get the second to go. Sometimes you don't always, as I mentioned last Friday to Coach Doug Clemens, you don't always have your fastball some nights, but it's a mark of a good team if you can grind out a win. They did that against North Henderson. And tonight, fighting for every inch. And I'm going to whistle a foul up top. Koo will be at the line. That's the fifth on Franklin. Hervey didn't like it. It's rare that you get somebody a foul called on them that, oh yeah, I agree with that. One more to try to make it a 10-point advantage for the Panthers. Adrian Koo can't hit the second. Fight for it. Panthers come out with it. It's Sutton. Finds Hervey. Hervey going to travel. Let's see here. Did he shuffle his feet? Oh, he carried it, yeah. We're down to 52 seconds in the third quarter. Carnes blocked. Sutton down court. Addix kicks. Rowers a three. Got it. Will Rowers from downtown. Maybe that got him out of the funk. He has not been able to hit Those threes from beyond here in the third quarter. Koo driving. He's going to kick out. Almost stolen. Back it goes to Koo now. Lawrence, low block. Can't get it. Down to 14 seconds. Gunnar McConnell. Lost it. 8 seconds left. McConnell just dribbled it off of his foot, looked like. Back to live action, and it goes to Koo. Koo going to feed Lawrence, knocked away. And it's off of Lawrence. We'll go back to the Panthers with 4.6 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter, or the third quarter. That definitely off of Lawrence. Final second at the buzzer. Jackson Wilson could not hit. Fourth quarter coming up right after this.
When your land demands the best, you need equipment you can count on. At Kubota Tractors of Franklin, you'll find that quality equipment and the best selection anywhere. Everything from the new Kubota subcompact tractors and the zero-turn mowers, all the way up to heavy construction equipment. Plus, right now, we're offering super low price options and incredible long-term financing on practically all Kubota products in stock. Come see us today at North Carolina's family tractor dealer, Kubota Tractors of Franklin.
Fourth quarter about to begin. The Panther Den. Final 8 minutes of the regular season. Panthers up now 14. Koo swings it. A three off the mark. And the fight for it. Going to be secured by Carnes. Finds Cooper Lawrence. Lawrence able to get the bucket. Here come the Panthers. Will Rowers kicking it out. Open three. Wilson. Off the mark. Koo racing down court. Going to kick it over. Spinning and shooting. A fadeaway. Jonah Christ. 10-point advantage. Gunnar McConnell lost it. Picks it back up. Will Rowers. Rowers pulls up, gets the J at the free throw line. Fans wanted a foul behind me here. They're very vocal. These fans above my head in the stands. Koo swings it underneath. Knocked away. It's going to go back to the Panthers. Got some subs coming in. Looks like it's Jack Ciesielski back in along with Lance Parker. They had an extra breather between the third and fourth quarters. Here comes McConnell. Shots upcoming for Hervey. As Cooper Lawrence will pick up a foul. First on West. Got a lot of ball. I think he got some body too, looked like. First one rims out. One more at the stripe for Peyton Hervey. 6:45 left in the regular season. A lot of folks have hit the exits, but it's late. What is it now? It'll be 10 o'clock before this one's in the books. It's on a school night, too. There was a packed house earlier. 10-second violation. Couldn't get it across that timeline. McConnell out to Tisa Teskey. Finds Parker. Gives it up to Will Rowers, a three. Got it! Rowers extends that Panther lead. There it goes. Nothing but net. It was a pretty shot there, wasn't it? And we're heading the other way. Offensive foul on West Henderson. It's going on Lawrence. I believe so. They haven't put it up on the board. Ball's loose. Tie up. Possession arrow is to the Panthers. Now they're going to give it to Jonah Christ on that previous possession. And the offensive foul going against Christ is third. It'll be the second on West. 6:02 left in the fourth quarter. 49-33. Franklin building on to that lead after three. And we have another whistle and another foul. This one on West. It looks like it. Yeah, it's going against Chase Chamberlain. Catch and shoot three. They're going to wave it off. Offensive foul. Wow, what happened here? Now they're going to discuss it. Here's the replay. What happened? Is it the... are they going to... They're going to whistle a foul on Lance Parker? Yeah. So you could see there at the bottom of your screen, Lance Parker fighting for position. Didn't get a clear view of what happened, but they waved off the three. Gunnar McConnell gives it up. Tisa Teskey. Fans wanted a foul on West after a bear hug by Gunnar McConnell. Uh-oh, we've got a technical foul. We just had a technical foul that was assessed. What happened? It was on the Panthers. I think it was right after that replay. So we're going to have some free throw shots by Jonah Christ. And he gets the first to go. So they gave Jack Tisa Teskey a technical foul. He must have said something. So I didn't see any action to warrant a technical by anybody out there on the floor, but Tisa Teskey going to pick up his fourth foul. Through all this, the Panthers now have a 20-point lead, 54-34. Now another technical foul. Who is this one on? Again, it had to have been something that was said. Oh, this was on West Henderson. Now we're going to have some free throws on the other end. Tisa Teskey. They gave that technical foul to Jonah Christ, and that's his fourth. Both free throws up and good. So Christ talking to the official. That's it, number three. It's a great shot there. Official explaining what was, I guess, the reasoning, what happened there. And we've got a full timeout going to be called with 5:47 to go in the fourth quarter. So we'll take a quick break ourselves. Back after this.
Need underbrush cleared? Have a stump that needs grinding? A tree that's become a hazard on your property? Call Carson Tree Service for a free estimate today. Whether it's landscaping or view cuts, he can help. Fully licensed and insured. Call Cheyenne Carson at 828-526-6213.
5:47 left. We are glad that you haven't left us just yet. Long evening of basketball, final regular season night here at the Panther Den. Panthers up 21 points. Inbounds knocked away, going to stay with the Panthers. We've had a couple of technical fouls. Things get a little bit heated here late. Tedeschi has 4 fouls, and Jonah Christ has 4 fouls. Tedeschi for the Panthers and Christ for West. Rowers can't hit. Rebound Parker. He's going to kick out. Corner. Now it's Tedeschi. Cross court. Rowers. Bang. Nothing but net on the corner. Back to live action. Panthers cause a turnover. Tedeschi can't hit from the corner. Approaching 5 minutes left. And another turnover. Outlet, Gunnar McConnell, look out from behind. And they'll whistle a foul. A couple of shots for Gunnar McConnell. He got a lot of ball. Did. Oliver Hoxton-Sellen picks up his 4th foul. Gunnar McConnell at the line. And he hits the first. Subs coming off for West. Zane McCraw going to check in for Coach Brandon Brooks. Some more numbers here coming in off of the bench. So most of the starters are heading over to the bench. You got Brady Duval also into the game. Panthers again. Going to pick up full court. This has caused some havoc. And again, another turnover. Rowers. He hits the deck. Hopefully he's okay. He'll be at the line. They help him up. Ooh, oh, he went down awkwardly. Another Falcon with 4 fouls. That one's going against Jace Chamberlain, his 4th. West well over the limit. First one rims out for Will Rowers. He'll have one more. He gets a second to go. 62-35. Duval kicks it out. Back it goes baseline Duval. That's an air ball. Will Rowers grabs the board. Pulls up. I don't think he's injured. Nothing but net. West tries to answer. Jonah Christ can't. Rebound. Panthers racing. Sutton. Attic Sutton with the bucket. Watch this. Woo. Let his defender get behind him. And he got the bucket. Chamberlain thought about it. Sellen driving. Nifty. 3 minutes, 36 seconds left. Gunnar McConnell holds it. Finds Rowers. He gets double teamed. Over to McConnell. And that one's knocked away. Here come the West Henderson Falcons. Panthers, though, be able to get it back. Ooh. Ooh, gracious. Hervey takes a tumble. My, oh my. Ooh, wow. Good gracious. Hopefully he is okay. He went face first. are going to whistle an intentional foul on on West Henderson's. Chamberlain? No, it's Koo. That'll be his fourth. So we'll have free throw shots at some point and then the basketball back. But they are attending to Peyton Hervey after he took a big tumble. You see the official talking to Coach Brandon Brooks for West Henderson, discussing what happened. They're going to get Peyton Hervey up. Here comes his mama. They're going to help him up. Okay, it was not on Koo. It was Brady Duval. They now have said that in the facility and put it up on the scoreboard. Brady Duval, 2 shots now. Jackson Wilson will be subbed in to attempt these free throws. Can't hit the first. And one more. Gets the second. Panthers have warmed up here in the fourth quarter. Now a 30-second timeout going to be whistled by Coach Doug Clemens. Final regular season night, projected Mountain A Conference tournament brackets. Here they are. On the right side is the boys bracket. Girls on the left side of your screen. All starts Thursday. Again, these aren't final, not the official bracket. That'll come out tomorrow afternoon after the conference athletic directors meet. But I can tell you, all the games will be at Smoky Mountain. Franklin will be playing in the first round Thursday, the 12th, this Thursday. And if this score holds up, which it most likely will, Panthers will have a #1 overall seed in the tournament, getting the tiebreaker over East Henderson, assuming that they win tonight. And they will most likely have to play West Henderson again. But again, all projected here. Nothing's set in stone. That's on the boys' side. All right, out of the timeout, Panthers have to get it inbounds. Sutton, and he's going to lift a high pass into the hands of Jackson Wilson. He's going to pull up. Wilson's short. And he goes to Pendergrass. Pendergrass pass should be off of West Henderson. Looked like it. But it's going to go to the Falcons. So a 31-point lead. Christ has it. Over to Sellen. Christ gets the bucket to go. This will be the 20th win for the Panthers. 20-4. Win 20 games in a 24-game schedule. Doug Clemens has done it a lot. Impressive. And the ones they did suffer defeat, those games were toss-ups, and it could have gone either way. And in the North Henderson or North Buncombe game, they had beat North Buncombe the previous week by 40 and then ended up losing when they went over there. And gotten revenge against either all the teams that they've lost to, except for Chesney. They played in the tournament and lost in the Christmas tournament. Split with North Buncombe, split with Smoky, and split with East Henderson. Michael Foster with it. He's got some subs coming in for West Henderson knocked away. Here come the Panthers. Sutton. Tip up. Wouldn't go. Nolan Collins. We approach 2 minutes left. Here comes Attic Sutton. Going to back it out. Wilson. Working on Cash. Wilson going to get fouled. And Isaiah Cash will pick it up. Stop the clock. Minute 53 to go here in the fourth. Jackson Wilson back at the line after he shot for Peyton Hervey, who got hurt. Wilson hits the first. David Bennett going to check in for Coach Doug Clemens off the bench as Attic Sutton takes a seat. Second one in the air for Wilson. Got it to go. 70-39. Panthers definitely have warmed up here in the second half. It was a struggle there. First 3 quarters. Duval going to kick it out. Cash wouldn't go. Nolan Collins for 3. Over to Foster. Foster going to feed. And a baseline jumper. That one's off the mark. Going to go to the Panthers. Minute 13 left. I'm looking at Peyton Hervey. He's got ice on his knee and on his head. He's in bad shape over there. At least he's able to get off his own power and put some ice to ease the pain. He went down pretty tough. He's a tough soul, though. Pendergrass can't get it to go. 41 seconds. Deep 3. Got it. With Steph Curry range, Michael Foster hits. Wilson kicks. Bradford wouldn't go. We're down to 15 seconds. McCraw on a dribble. Reverse layup, good. Pretty much do it. Wilson going to dribble it out. And it's a final here at the Panther Den. 70-44. Franklin advances to 20-4, 12-2 in the conference. West Henderson falls to 5-19 and 1-13 in the conference. Regular season in the books for the Panthers. And there'll be some playoffs for sure. About a week from tonight, it'll be the first round, exactly a week from tonight, the 24th of February. The boys team, most likely, unless something happens, they will not be playing in the first round. They'll get a first round bye. That means they'll be hosting in the second round. RPI has Franklin at this point in time third in 5A in the state, meaning they're going to get a high seed. We'll have that action for you here on the network when it comes to the Mountain Aid Conference basketball tournament. We'll let you know as things shake out. Once again, we'll let you see the tournament bracket, which begins on Thursday. We'll have the official bracket coming out tomorrow afternoon. When we get it, we will post it on Facebook and Instagram. All right, that's pretty much going to wrap things up. Thanks all season to our great crew, Spencer and Joshua and Phillip. All involved. I'm George Young. Till next time, so long, everybody.